Hi everyone, very good evening. Welcome to the series of Law and Money. And today we are going to understand how law students can earn money during law school in India. Am I audible to you all? Can you give me reactions and from where you are joining? Do give me certain reactions so that I know that I'm clearly audible to you all. Any reactions? Radhe Radhe. Okay. Hi everyone, very warm good evening on behalf of whole LeDroit India team. Hi Sahil, Radhe Radhe. Everyone, do let me know from where you are joining. Okay, and we'll be starting with the session now. So today's topic is how law students can earn money during law school in India, and the whole series name is Law and Money. In this series, we are going to understand law students' struggle that lawyers also face once they graduate. So we'll be understanding and going into depth about what real struggles that actually you face while studying in law school. Okay, and we'll be understanding the pressure and how you can actually start earning. So I'll be telling you opportunities through which you can directly start earning while still you are studying in your law school. Okay, so make sure that you're letting me know from where you are joining. Drop your introductions, I'll be able to help you out in better manner. Do let me know, give me certain reactions when you are live. Okay, whatever queries you have, you can ask all your queries during this session. So do let me know from where you are joining and what you are doing currently. Okay, that will help me in giving you more guidance about what career opportunity you can take, how you can start earning right now and everything. All right, so do give me certain reactions so I know that you guys are there listening, and confirm once the screen is visible to you. Is my screen visible to you all? Is it visible? Can I have certain reactions from your end that yes, the screen is visible? Okay. All right. So I believe it is visible. Now, before understanding how you can actually start earning, let's understand the major problem right now. Okay. That why law students face this struggle that they are not able to earn. Why? We all know that law is a professional degree. It's unlike your other degrees, so you have to give full time over here. It's not something you can do in part time or you can do night college and you can complete it. It's a full time degree, and eventually you have to complete it all together for 5 years or 3 years. You have to give your full time and then you'll directly start earning. Now I'll be able to explain things to you and why this topic is very important, because this is something I faced. I faced this struggle while I was studying in law college, and that time there was like huge responsibility on me as well. I'm sharing these personal things as well so that you know that these inputs are coming from someone who actually faced the struggle during law college, and from that struggle how I recovered that, how I started earning. I'm guiding you over here, I'm giving you pointers so that you don't face the same struggle. Now there are a lot of myths that we come across. That first struggle is that you are from non-NLU, right? We all think at a certain point of time, like how will I make a career when I'm from a non-NLU, if my college is a normal college. Or the struggle that I'm a first generation lawyer. Do let me know if you're a first generation lawyer, okay? Because I am also a first generation lawyer. There was no one in my family who did law, no one actually to guide me over here in this particular field. So do let me know if you're a first generation lawyer and you can relate with this struggle and all, because at a certain point we do face like, I wish someone was there to help me out, someone was there to guide me. You become very much confused with regard to your career, like which opportunity is best for you. If you want internship, you are of the view that maybe internships are provided by way of references. correct? So sometimes we are of that view as well. So because of all this thing, we start feeling demotivated. So, first thing is, kindly do not feel that way. It's okay if you're not from NLU or any other top college. It's okay that you don't have any legal connections with you. It's completely fine if there's no one to guide you. It's completely fine. And I'll make sure that in this video you are properly guided. So, make sure that you're giving me your intros and you're properly active in this particular live session. Okay, give me reactions because I'm going to take you through how you can eventually start earning. So these was the major, pain areas, like why do we feel this way. So another thing is that law colleges focuses heavily on theory, not practical skills. We are also of another point of view while studying that, okay, let's say that, okay, I'll start doing internship when I'm in final year. I'll start participating in moot court when I'm in final year. We leave everything for our fourth year and final year. And you know what happens by that time? Our age also increases. We be nearly around 22, 23 if you are doing a 5 year law course, right? And you will be aged around like 25, 26 if you have done like a 3 year law course. So by this time, it's just not about completing or having your degree. The pressure is also about that your age is also increasing. You start feeling pressurized somewhere that what you're doing, because other students who were there with you in your school, who opted for other career opportunities like engineering and other career opportunities, they have already started earning. So we also start feeling depressed at this point, like what am I doing with my life? I should have opted for some other legal career, right? Do let me know if maybe I was the only one facing this or my friends were the only one having these type of thoughts. But do let me know if you can relate with it somewhere. Okay, so by this time when you start leaving everything for your final year, the pressure is huge. You have pressure of having good grades during your final year because you think that your career will depend on those grades. Secondly, you have pressure of doing any other extracurricular activity in form of internship, moot court competition. Third, there's also pressure of that now you also have to prepare yourself for interviews, correct? So that pressure is also there that you have to prepare yourself for interviews. And when it comes to interview, over there there's no one to guide you how to actually appear for interview. There are very few colleges who actually bring companies for interview and train you for interview, right? There are very few people who actually guide you, and especially for people who never had anyone in their family who has ever done a job, it becomes like a real struggle at that point. Because what you are doing, it's only you have to prepare yourself, you have to be ready, and you came up with this unique field. You wanted to choose this unique career where no one else has opted for, right? Which no one else has opted for in your family. So how they'll be able to guide you? Like what type of questions can come across during your interview round? What type of opportunities you can apply for? Which career is best for you, whether it's litigation, whether it's corporate, and how to prepare for them? So this is the biggest struggle, and I faced every struggle of it. I literally felt, so that's why I really wanted to help you guys out with like how you can cope up with these struggles. Okay, now second thing is there is over reliance on unpaid internships. Now out of pressure, what you'll start doing, you'll start taking up opportunities wherever you are getting. There are high chances that when students are desperate for a opportunity, they'll fall for traps as well, they'll fall for scams too. There will be people who will be saying that, okay, I'm giving you job guarantee, take up this particular course, I'm giving you job guarantee, I'll get you placed. Don't fall for these scams because no one can guarantee placements. That's the reason that even your college did not guarantee placements, because it completely depends on job market. So don't fall for these traps that someone can guarantee placements to you, because eventually everything depends on your skills. You know, for one legal position in India, there are around 10,000 plus applicants. So you can understand the competition over there. That's just for one legal position, one paid opportunity. There are more than 10,000 applicants, and we all know the number of law students right, in India right now. Every year number of students graduate, so you know the competition is increasing every day. Now if we start leaving things for our final year, you're losing out of time in this situation. If you start leaving everything that you'll be doing it in your final year, you're losing out of time, you're losing out of your confidence, and eventually your career will come at stake. So when to begin is very important thing. Many students, especially when they don't have anyone to guide them, they don't know when is the right time to start preparing. You become lethargic, you procrastinate things that, okay, right now, let's say I'm in first year, I'm very new to this field, so eventually in my second year I'll start doing things, I'll start applying for internships and do. And during your second year, when you actually start applying, you get the taste of it, that it's actually very hard to find opportunities where you are actually learning. Correct, it's very hard to find an opportunity and get shortlisted where you are actually learning things, and that is actually helping you in your legal career. Now we'll be understanding like what are the opportunities through which you can earn, but before that I really hope that these are actually the pain areas and you all have also felt this. So do let me know from where you are joining right now. Okay, so now the first answer over here is, don't leave everything your final year. Time is very precious, it's crucial in your legal journey. The earlier you start, the better it is for you, especially for those who don't have any connections, who are having financial responsibilities as well, who don't have anyone to guide you. The earlier you start, the better you'll be aware of it. Why is it important? Because it's better to do trial and error thing right now, rather than once you graduate from your law college and then trying things out. At that time you have already graduated, you are no longer considered as a young adult, you are actually a mature adult by this time. You are expected to be responsible, so you cannot play around with your career, be it litigation or be it corporate. The reason that many people even today switch from litigation to corporate is because they did not do their proper search on it. And we all are aware of how early and corporate difference is there with regard to pay and all. We all are aware of it. So don't worry, in this series I'm going to also cover the topic like which career prospect is better for you, whether it's litigation or whether it's corporate. So stay tuned, make sure that you have subscribed to the channel, because in this series of money and law I'll be answering to all your questions with regard to earning opportunities. If you have any suggestions from your end, or if any topic you would like me to cover upon, I'll make sure that I cover the same. Okay, so let's understand about your paid legal internship and unpaid legal internship. Our first opportunity, that is your paid legal internship through which you can actually start earning. Now, let's say that you are a very new law student and you were looking out for opportunities. Okay. Now, out of this eagerness and curiosity, you started applying everywhere for internships. Do give me reactions when you are live. Please keep on giving me reactions, that way I know you are listening to me. Okay, you started applying everywhere while applying for internships, hoping that you'll receive a response from somewhere. Now what happens in this scenario? You also entered into a scam situation. There will be internships where they are charging you to provide you with the certificates. They are also charging you to publish your work as well. So don't fall for these scams, because when you're applying for an internship, it should be an experience where you're learning something, and that should be like, if it's unpaid mainly, don't pay for an internship. As a student, never pay for an internship. If you have to pay, that's a scam. Okay, make it very clear, and also guide your other friends as well. Never pay for an internship. Don't pay for internship certificate. Don't pay to get your articles published as well. Okay, so make sure that you are very clear on this part. If it's an unpaid internship, it doesn't mean that it is not useful. Unpaid internships are also equivalent useful. Why? Because they provide you learning opportunity. I started with unpaid internships only during my early stage of law school, and those were highly helpful for me, because in order to get unpaid legal internship, you actually don't need connections. All you need is to have courage. Simply go to your local go to your city district court or high court, anywhere, and over there search for a lawyer, approach them saying that you want to intern under them. That's the easiest way of finding an internship, okay, especially when it's your first internship. So I'll always suggest, keep your first internship court experience only. Go and work under a lawyer in court, in district court. So you're actually getting to know the groundwork, how courts actually work. You're getting to know what's the day to day routine of a lawyer. Okay, that will provide you a lot of clarity and give you a bigger picture of how life will look like once you are out of your law college. Because when you are in law college, you think that it is just limited to these four walls. Even after your college, it's going to be the same, but it's very harsh truth that once you are out of your college, it's all about competition. And that competition is just not with your classmates who were there with you, it's along with the other students as well who have graduated right now along with you, as well as from previous batch. That competition is with the seniors as well as the juniors who are going to graduate next year. So everyone is your competitor once you graduate out of your law college. Now you understand how much time is playing the role over here. You need to work on your skills throughout this time. So ultimately, what time you are getting to work on your skills is when you're studying in your law college. That 5 years are the only time period you have to develop your skills and make you ready for the outer world. The earlier you start, the better it is for you. Okay. Now, when I was saying unpaid internships are highly helpful when you're actually learning something. Don't fall for the trap that you have to carry tea and take paper from here and there. Okay. If that's what you are getting, that's what type of experience you are getting from an unpaid legal internship, drop out of it. There are also many people, like during their final year, when it becomes mandatory that you need to have internship experience with you, what they do is they pick up a lawyer, they just for the sake of having an experience, they work under them and they don't actually learn something. All the work they are doing is carrying paper from here and there, moving from one courtroom to another. You are just wasting your time. And again, I'm repeating, time plays a huge role over here. Okay. Now, so to cover it all, unpaid internships are only useful when you're learning something out of it. So look for internships online as well. Online internships are also useful when it comes to your unpaid legal internships, provided you are writing articles, your articles are getting published on the website, you are getting a certificate. Now don't just apply everywhere for the sake of certificate. We have come across CVs where they show 50 internships they have done. That doesn't create a good impression. The number of internships that you should be having is 2 to 3 is enough. Unnecessarily don't gather certificates. Okay, 4 internships are enough for your law college. Unnecessarily don't gather certificates. Now let's understand about paid legal internships. Do let me know if you're finding the topic interesting. If you have any questions, drop them in the chat box. Okay, I'll make sure that I'm answering to them, and give me the action so I know you guys are listening to me. Let's understand about your paid legal internships. Another concern for a law student, like how to get paid legal internships. Now, paid legal internships completely depends on your opportunities. Okay, it completely depends on the job market, because there are very few companies and law firms who actually pay to their interns. Again, there's also a trap over here. It's very sad to say that there's a trap even when it comes to paid legal internships, because I have seen several opportunities for paid legal intern where they are paying merely 5,000 and they are getting all the work done of a professional lawyer. Okay, so make sure that when you're applying for that internship, they are not overburdening you. If you are joining there as an intern, work as an intern, don't work as an employee, underpaid employee. So make sure of these things. How to get paid legal internships? Before that, let's understand what can be the expected income range when it comes to your paid legal internships. It can start somewhere from 2,000 to 15 to 20,000. Okay, it can range in between this, and this is the perfect way of earning while you are in law college. Why? Because you are also getting internship experience, you're getting experience of practical legal world, as well as you are continuing with your studying. At this situation, why a full-time job will not be useful for you? Because it will impact your studies, correct? But when it comes to your internships, employers are also kind of flexible. When your exams come, they also give you time for your exams, so you are managing both the things, your this thing, overall, law studies, as well as your this internship experience. So how to get these internships? Constantly apply for opportunities. Make sure that you are the, in first 100%. How you usually apply for these opportunities? First thing is, in order to get the attention of the employer while applying for these opportunities, is have a cover letter with you. Don't simply randomly send your resumes. Don't do that mistake. As an employer, I take 3 seconds to decide whether I want this candidate or not. Within 3 seconds your CV gets shortlisted or removed. Okay, so same way every employer does. What they do is, they simply see how you are applying for the opportunity. Why cover letter is important? Because it shows how much serious you are about the opportunity. Now, what is cover letter? Cover letter is a brief description about you. It's kind of a formal mail that you are drafting along with your resume. We apply for opportunities by sending a mail, right? So in your cover letter, you are describing about yourself and your achievements in brief, and then you are attaching your CV along with it. Okay, so if I'm directly sending my CV, the employer is not going to take a look into your CV at all, because you did not take any effort to send a request to properly draft a mail. Why should the employer be taking any efforts to open your resume? So by way of cover letter, you are kind of creating an impression in front of the employer. Same tactic you can apply when you are applying for jobs as well. Okay, when you are applying for jobs, when you are out of your law school, in the same manner you have to apply for opportunity. First is, draft a cover letter where you are explaining your achievements and why you are going to be the perfect fit for this role, why you're curious to join their organization. Keep it within 3 paragraphs only. Okay, then end it with regards and all, and attach your CV. Now, in your CV, properly mention what else you have done along with your law college. This is where you are buying the interest of the employer, that why you are having a unique profile, why you are the perfect fit for this opportunity. So what you have to do in your CV, mention about your college degree and all, mention about all your competitions that you have done, moot court competitions, internships, anything, even the minor thing, mention it on your CV. Because right now in your law college, you have minimum things with you, right? You don't have a lot of things, especially when it's your first or second internship. So mention about these things. If you don't have any internship experience or competition experience, mention about the courses that you have done. That's the reason courses are very important to be done. And today in this competitive world, courses help you in, standing you out from the crowd. Now, consider that there is you, a person who has done several courses. You have the skill of contract drafting, you have the skill of drafting a legal notice, you also have knowledge of this thing, filing intellectual property rights, along with your college degree. It's fine if you have normal grades in your college, average passing grades, okay, but you have these skills with you. On the other hand, there's a person who is the topper, who is from NLU, who is a topper, and who has got good grades, but this person doesn't have the skills with him. Which person eventually you are going to pick up? You are going to, as an employer, you are going to pick up the person who can actually help you out, who have the skills. When someone wants to invest money, they think which is a better opportunity. So think like an employer while developing your skills, like why someone is going to choose you. Eventually, when you have to make an investment, you do see na, like this person can do my work, so eventually I'm going to invest in this person, not on the person to whom I have to train, to whom I have to baby feed and explain everything, correct? So that's the reason every employer is going to choose you, a person who has the skills, who has done more than their law college degree, who has other skill sets as well. All right. Next is, demonstrate certain legal research work. When you're applying for a legal research internship, add along samples as well. If it's a drafting internship, add your sample drafts, so that you are showcasing that yes, you have actually done this work. You are not just showing it off or lying or making it up. You have actually done this work. So the show your drafts, attach your articles. If you have any research paper, attach them as well along with your this thing cover letter. So what things you have to apply? First is you have to apply for limited opportunities. Keep track of opportunities. Don't randomly apply everywhere, because let's say that you pass this round, your CV has been shortlisted. The moment it gets shortlisted, read about that employer, read about that company, read about that firm, because now you'll be receiving a call from them. The moment you receive a call from them and they are going to ask you that we received your application for this opportunity, have you done any research about our organization? And you say no, you will be removed again. So that's very important that you have done research about the organization as well. Okay, that's the reason. Don't just apply everywhere. It will be hard for you to keep a track of where you actually applied and what position you have applied for. Apply in limited opportunities, but wherever you see that opportunity has been released, be quicker, be fast. Okay, don't wait that okay, I have seen this opportunity, I'm going to apply tomorrow. Within this time, someone else might have been shortlisted by now, someone else might have received attention of the employer, and they have been contacted and the position is full. That's why I'm saying that in your legal career, time is playing a crucial role over here. So if you think that today you want to apply for an opportunity but you don't have the skills, so you'll first get the skills, then you apply for the opportunity, and then you'll eventually start learning. And even while having those skills, you again have to spend a lot of time. So this way you are just delaying your legal career. The first step you can do is take it now. Take up the opportunity. If it's skill development, start working on it today, irrespective of whether it's a paid course, whether it's an unpaid course. You can also start learning yourself as well. Okay, so just keep a track of things, start working on yourself from today. All right. So I hope so far it's helpful for you all. Do give me, updates. Okay, very good question, Sahil. How can you upgrade your skills? So in order to upgrade your skills, you can take up several courses. LeDroit also provide courses to you. Our courses are completely practical. You'll be learning drafting of contracts, several contracts that are actually used in corporate. You'll be learning drafting of legal notices and all. I'll be explaining it to you as we proceed ahead. You can check out LeDroit in your website for this. Okay. The other ways of upgrading your skill is visit to your college library. Over there, look out for books. Start reading books. That's the best way as well. Okay. Now, but how courses help you is they guide you. You are learning directly from experts. So you are not doing some trial and error process over here. You are directly learning from experts in this scenario who have actually went through this thing, and they are sharing out of their experiences. Next opportunity is legal drafting and documentation freelancing. So I have a screenshot of freelancing with me. This is another question for many law students and lawyer, that they want to do freelancing but are not aware of what is freelancing and how to do it. And in freelancing, you can expect income ranging between 1,000 to 5,000 and even above. It can go 15,000, 20,000. All depends on your skills. Again, I'm saying everything over here depends on your skills. So you have to work on your skills. Okay. Now, do let me know, like, do you have questions with regard to freelancing? Have you heard of this term or not? Please let me know in the chat box. Now, this is the most beneficial field of earning as a law student. How you can enter into this field of legal drafting and documentation freelancing is by having skills. There are lawyers who need support. Okay, so I'll be covering up this another topic as well, compliances and all. But for now, let's understand what is freelancing. Freelancing is basically, there are law firms, there are companies who are looking out for help, who are looking out for support. Okay, and they want to have someone of knowledge. They don't want to hire a full-time employee. They don't want to hire a full time employee. So what they are going to do, the work is temporary. Let's say that I am right now opening a website. For my website, I need terms and conditions to be drafted. Now, just for this thing, I'm not going to hire a full time lawyer with me, correct? If I can have just these two works done, I'm going to approach to a freelancer. Who is a freelancer? A person who is going to provide me services in exchange of money. That's all. That is work based relationship. Now, in this scenario, there are several websites for freelancing. Okay, there is Upwork, Fiverr, and all. Even we train you on how to do freelancing in our freelancing course, where you actually have to create your profile. You have to showcase what skill sets you have got. You have to show your examples. You can do freelancing for legal research and writing. You can do freelancing for that as well. You can do freelancing for documentation drafting, especially for drafting of NDA, service agreement, and master service agreement. How you can do all this while still being a law student is because in order to draft contracts, you don't actually need to have a bar license. You can start doing all this thing while still studying in your law school. Okay, so all you need to have is proper knowledge of contracts. Now, the biggest drawback over here is that contract law is covered in your law college during your initial years, but the contract drafting and drafting part is covered during your final year. By this time, students are already having pressure of applying for opportunities. So you are not actually learning drafting, and drafting is not something that you learn in a day. It's something that you will eventually practice with passing of time. So the earlier you start, the better it is. So let's take up an example that you joined law college. Right now you're in your first year, and in your first year itself, you have taken up a course on contract drafting from LeDroit India. In this course, you have learned about drafting of non-disclosure agreement. What is NDA? You have learned drafting of service agreement, master service agreement, franchise agreement. You have also practiced these particular agreements as well. Okay, so and you have also received feedback on your performance. How courses are better than internships, because even in your internships or in your job, no one is going to sit and spoon feed you the things. Once you are out in the market, they expect work from you. They expect you to do your trial and error, give us the work. And if the work is incorrect, eventually go through the consequences, face the consequences. So, why courses are helping you? Because you are getting a chance to write, you're getting a chance to draft, and getting a feedback on your performance as well. So that ultimately, once you have completed the course, you can directly start up working on your field, right? You can start directly start working on your CV. You can mention these particular contracts you have drafted on your CV. Then you can start creating your profile on the freelancing portals. Now, there are several ways of doing freelancing. One is that you can simply create your profile on freelancing platforms. Second is you can reach out to people through LinkedIn. You can reach out to them via mails as well. You have to figure out these ways because competition is everywhere. You are freelancing, like you, there are thousand others who are also freelancing. Now, in this scenario, how to get the attention of the client, that is also a skill. All right, so you have to work upon your skills, and how you'll be able to work on them, the more you interact with people. Correct. So just having the skills is also not going to help you. You need to be smart over here. Be active on your LinkedIn. Post on your LinkedIn about the topics. If you have written an article, post about that article. If you have drafted a contract, post about that contract on your LinkedIn and other social media platforms. Okay, so work on yourself, create your brand. As a lawyer, you're creating yourself as a brand. You are your own brand. Okay, now, as I already covered the point that in order to start working as a freelancer, you don't need to have a bar license. Even you can start working as a freelancer while studying in your law college. So the agreements initially you can start taking upon, like taking work for is your NDA, MOUs, employment and consultancy agreements, and basic service agreements. You can take up these works while still studying in your law college. Are we clear? Any other questions from you, from your end right now? Do let me know if you have any questions, okay? Do give me reactions as well. Okay. Now, next is legal research and writing work. There are students who love writing. who want to create their career in journalism as well, who want to create their career in, as a writer, legal writer. So there are opportunities like legal content writer. There are opportunities in journalism as well, that you have to do reporting. Even news channels needs interns who have knowledge about law, because they also have to deal with law, right? They also have to provide knowledge about law. Whenever there's a shift in law or change in law, news channels are also required to provide an update on the same. Now, who is going to do legal research in this scenario? It will be law students, it will be a lawyer. So in these places you can apply for internships as well as, job opportunities. Now there will be where else you can apply for these opportunities? There are several platforms that are coming up who are providing you a summarized case study. There are platforms who are in need of regular content on their website, so you can apply for positions of legal research writer, content writer, and all. Okay, so there are two ways through which you can earn in this particular scenario. You can charge for doing legal research. There are law firms, there are lawyers who need support with legal research, so you have to eventually reach them out. When you're applying for legal research opportunities, you have to let them know what research platforms you are using, like SCC Online and other platforms. Okay, you have to mention which platforms you are using for doing your legal research. uh, if it's writing work, you have to let them know in what particular like thing you have expertise on. So whether you are good at writing articles, whether you are good at writing blogs, research paper, you have to properly let them know. Same is with your case analysis, right? So always provide your sample work as well. Even universities need research assistants. You can apply for opportunities over there as well. And as legal research and content writer, you can charge per word you are using in the article. So let's say that, and this work is also done as freelancing. So you can create your profile on a freelancing platform, and you can start getting clients who are paying you for writing an article as well. Okay, so let's say that a person needs an article of 2000 words, so you'll be charging them per word over here. Okay, or you can charge them a fixed amount for writing the article. You can get several projects. Now if you have knowledge about keywords and all, because everything nowadays is posted on your Google, so having knowledge about keywords is also going to help you out. So make sure that your research writing skills are also good, and you can apply for several internships as well with this particular skill. Next is compliance and documentation assistance. This is my favorite skill sets and area to start earning. Okay, start earning in your law college itself. Reason is because this is underrated and not many people are aware of this opportunity. And thankfully, I got this opportunity when I was in my law college. I actually worked on compliance and documentation assistance, and this is how I used to earn when I was in my law college. When you'll be applying for these opportunities, you'll be getting good pay in this field. You can expect around 5,000, 20,000 and above, and also a job offer once your term is completed. Okay, so this is the perfect field to start earning while you're still studying, because you are getting best of the both the worlds. You're getting good pay, you're getting good experience, practical experience actually, and you are, enhancing your skill sets. It will increase your chances of getting a job as well once you get this experience, because not many people have this experience, and it will not affect your studies as well. Another part, it is a part-time thing that you can do. Now what you are actually doing in this scenario is, you are there are CS firms, CA firms, right? There are several company registration firms as well. Start applying for internship opportunities in these firms, where you are going to get experience of how to actually file a company. You're going to have these type of experience, and how to actually file for IPR. So let's take up an example that you did a course from LeDroit on filing of intellectual property rights. You learned about filing of trademark, patent, and copyright proper procedure. Now with that skill, you are applying for opportunity in a CS firm. Now the work of CS firm, company secretary firm, is going to be help companies with their company registration. So the work they'll be getting is with regard to trademark filing, patent filing and all. As a law student, if you have knowledge already of filing of intellectual property rights, they are going to hire you as an intern. And one, this way you are also practicing your skill sets. Course helped you in having that skill, and that internship is now going to help you polish your skills. Okay, so just having the skills is also not going to be helpful. You also need to polish your skill sets, you need to practice them. And in while working in the firm, you'll be polishing your skills. You'll be working on day to day activities such as filing for trademark, and you'll be getting to know real world scenario, like okay, when it comes to filing, what are the things to keep in mind. This scenario can come up. Okay, so this way you're polishing on your skill sets. So let's say that you worked in this firm for a period of 6 months. After 6 months, this firm can either give you an offer to have you as a full time employee. Why? Because they saw you how you work, they trained you as well. Now they actually want to retain you. Or you can apply for in companies as well for better position. And especially if you are a law student and you have CS along with you, that is company secretary degree along with you, that is also going to be highly helpful. So do give me reactions, okay, if you are listening, if you are finding this very insightful. Now, last way of earning is through legal competitions and academic opportunities. If you are not under a financial burden or no such struggle is there, through competitions as well you can earn in good amount. So there are several competitions: moot court competitions, essay writing, ADR negotiation, client counseling competitions, quizzes and all. Now, why is it important that you should participate in at least one competition while you're in law college? First, it shows that you are just not limited to your books. You are actually active person, you are a smart person who is doing more than just studying. Okay, so that's the reason always apply for competitions as well, irrespective of the fact whether you won that competition or not. So this is one way of earning through opportunities, like through competition. It's not a guaranteed or a long term thing, but it is definitely going to add an experience to your profile and create a good impression that you participated in extracurricular activities, because through competitions as well you gained a certain kind of experience during your interview when you're going to answer, especially as a fresher or while applying for internships. How competitions are going to help you out? First is you got something to be added on your CV, correct? You got something to be added on your CV. Secondly, they are going to ask you questions. Okay, you participated in moot court competition. What was the moot court issue on which you worked upon? From which side you were presenting? Everything they are going to ask questions during your interview, be it your first job, be it your internship interview. Okay, so the competitions also help you, and eventually once you win the competition, you are going to get the free sponsorship from your college. You are going to get good this thing, competition prize and all, right, that is given to the winners and everything. So that was all about how you can start earning as a law student while still learning in your law college right now. What you have to avoid while you are going for these opportunities is, don't fall for the quick scams who say that I'll give you placement guarantee, who say that I am going to give you clients and all. Okay, don't fall for online fake jobs as well. So if you are someone who have created your profile on naukri.com, make sure that there are scams going on there as well. There will be opportunities that you'll receive that your profile has been shortlisted for the role of trade patent registrar. Okay, this way you'll receive a certain subject line that congratulations, your profile has been shortlisted for a trademark agent. Now, when you'll visit that particular mail, you'll realize that's not an opportunity. They are actually selling you a course. Okay, they are saying that you will get this opportunity once you add on this skill to your CV, then you'll be shortlisted. So don't fall for those scams as well. Never pay for an internship. Don't do a long term unpaid internship thinking that you are learning. You should know when to be there and when to get out of a place as well. So make sure that when you are even doing unpaid internship, you are not paying for the certificate, you are not paying for your work to be published. All right. Then drafting or delivering legal documents without proper supervision. Don't do this. If you don't have proper supervision on you with regard to, drafting major legal agreements, don't take up the work as well. Even when you start working as a freelancer, if you have done the course, you actually have trained yourself for that work. If you think that just by reading and just by going through the reading you will start working as a freelancer, it will not be possible, because you you already did not have that knowledge. What you did, how you learned about that thing, by haath pair maar ke you eventually started learning about it. But that confidence will not be there, because it's ultimately you with you, there was no one to guide you. But how courses can shape you, because especially in LeDroit courses, which are highly affordable, you will be trained, you'll be given personal attention, and you're learning from a professional, and you're also getting feedback on your performance. So this way you're also building upon your confidence. You're also being trained on how to answer interview questions and what type of opportunities to apply for. Practicing law independently or representing clients without bar enrollment, don't do that. Okay, I know that you want to earn. So just if you're working under a senior and they ask you to go and present on their behalf in the court, don't do that, because I have heard of certain newses where people have done this thing. Don't do that. If anything comes up, you'll be at a legal risk in this scenario. So know how you can earn actually using ethical ways. The only ethical way to start earning as a law student is that you have worked upon your skill, you are applying for the opportunities, and you are aware how you are applying for these opportunities. Okay, now I'll tell you a roadmap over here. We are not over yet. I am going to tell you a roadmap for students who are very much concerned about like how to start, where to start, and what to do. Now, let how you have to do it. Let's say that you are in first year. First thing is, understand what you actually need. In your first year you are getting a lot of time to do trial and error. So make sure that your first internship is right now the litigation internship. Work under a lawyer. Okay, it can be unpaid internship, that's fine. Work under a lawyer, get that court experience. Then what you are going to do is work under lawyer, get that court experience. With that experience, add on certain skill sets on your CV. Do certain courses as well during this time. Why the courses are helpful? Because the courses are going to give you knowledge about like which field is good for you. If you have done a course on litigation, that is legal drafting, you are actually learning in depth about how legal documents look like. What are the things to consider? Let's say you have done a course on real estate agreement drafting. The work you'll be understanding over there will be drafting of a rent agreement, drafting of a lease agreement, how to do title search of property. With this experience, you also learn whether you have interest in real estate or not. Correct? Now, with this experience and skill sets, you'll apply under a real estate firm as well. You can apply under that firm. That firm is going to, there are various construction agencies as well who actually need lawyer, who should be aware of RERA as well. Now, while doing this course, you learned about RERA as well. You learned about how to do title search of property. You learned about how to check property background as well. And this way, you're supporting that real estate agency. And over here, this is the best field, especially if you are someone who is from Delhi, Pune, Mumbai, because over these areas a lot of constructions are being taken place, and the real estate industry is highly in need of lawyers who are aware of how to do this thing. Okay, so you can apply for internship opportunities, and they are going to pay you 20,000, 25,000 as an intern. You will be paid in good amount under this. So this way the courses helped you in getting the knowledge, in understanding whether that field is for you or not, and also applying for an internship. And once you have entered into internship, eventually you will understand day to day routine, how things actually work, right? Then if you like the work, if you continue working over there, ultimately you'll be offered with a job. That's all, your career is set. So internships give you period for trial and error. Let's say your first internship was litigation, second internship was under a corporate, it was a paid internship. I already guided you on how to get a paid internship, correct? So follow those methods, you'll be getting a call with regard to paid internship. All right. So once you get a paid internship at certain skill sets, why courses are important? Because it's just not important when you're studying in law college, they are also important when you have graduated, because companies also personally train their employees and want their employees to upgrade their skill sets. So let's say that you want to create your career as a corporate lawyer. Give me reactions, please. Okay. You want to create your career as a corporate lawyer. Now, in this scenario, skill sets you need to work upon will be contract drafting, intellectual property rights. These are the core major skills. Okay. Now you have got these skills. You got an opportunity as well. You got an offer from the company, and now you're working in the company. Now, working in the company is again going to ask you to do certain certifications. Why? Because companies also have to show in their audit that their employees are properly trained. Their employees are properly trained. They are working on themselves. So it's an ongoing thing. It's never going to stop. You continuously have to upgrade yourself. Why? Because today you think that you got the job, so now your life is settled. Tomorrow your junior is coming up showing that they have more skills than you. Eventually, even though you have worked in that company for a period of 2 years, and that junior is showcasing more skill sets than you, he's going to get the promotion. All right. That's the reason. Let's say you are working as legal analyst, contract analyst. Okay, you got the role of contract analyst. You're working on contracts. Add on to this skill will be your skill of contract lifecycle management, that is highly in demand today. That skill is highly in demand because companies are using contract management tools that they want their employees to be aware of. So if you add on this thing, a course on CLM along with your experience of contract analyst, it is going to help you in getting a promotion. It is also going to help you in getting a better opportunity as well. So this is where the courses are playing a role, and also how you can start earning. Okay, when you are studying in your law college with this skill sets, you can directly start applying for internships and get paid opportunities. Once you are out of your law college and in the real practical world, you are completely polished because you have practiced on your skills. Because there's a huge difference between a person who started working 4 years back and who started working now, right? So what you're doing from first year, if you start working on your skill sets, by the time you graduate from your law college, you have got experience of 5 years overall, right? You have worked on your skills. Now if you decide that you'll start working on your skills in your final year, you'll again take another 4 years, and this 4 years are going to be a longer period of time for you, because now you are no longer in college, you're out there in the practical world, right? So if you like the session, make sure that you have subscribed to the channel, because in our next session I'm going to talk about another important topic. Now let me just go to the last screen. Yeah, the topic was, oh, all right, I'll be careful this time. The next session is tomorrow at same timing, so I'm hoping to see you all in next session as well. Okay, we are going to understand about how much do lawyers earn in India, salary reality for law students. So I'm a corporate lawyer and I'm going to give a ground check on how much salary lawyers earn, okay, in India. I'm going to cover several this legal opportunities and what will be the starting salary, what's the career growth in this particular sector, which sector is beneficial for you. So, hoping to see you all tomorrow as well. Thank you very much. If you like the session, do give me reactions, okay? Do give me like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hoping to see you all tomorrow. If you have any other suggestions, do let me know. Thank you everyone for joining. See you all soon. Bye bye.